this for me. It was nothing personal. It was just
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Off play action. Kendrick. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Zach Moss played prep ball 8 miles from here in Hollandale Beach. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Hampton. Flushed out right. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. That's complete to Davis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain there for the Bills.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, it's Moss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zach Moss, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Kendrick. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Carlos Basham. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And that one is now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Cardinals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Moss. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Moss going to have a 1st down and more. And he gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. That's quickly out wide to Davis. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Kendrick. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll run now with Gaskin. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
To throw on 2nd down, Kendrick. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Kendrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
This is Gaskin on the carry, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Gaskin. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bills have recovered. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery, being chased out left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul searching on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. This a quick pass to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And some room to roam now. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Myles Gaskin and the rest of the Dolphin offense ready to get back to work here. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun. Kendrick. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Back to throw. Kendrick.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
First down. It's Moss. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd and 4.
Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Hampton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
They'll run here with Moss.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw on second down. Kendrick. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Kendrick. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the... We now proceed to the start of the second half. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll run on first down. It's Moss. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Right back to Moss. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On second down, Conley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Moss. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. A give, running right, Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a carry for Lindsey. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing, because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On 3rd and short, to give it a tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Kendrick. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Kendrick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Gaskin again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On third down, Kendrick. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Kendrick quickly into the hands of Fuller. 7 yards, the pickup there. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Carlos Basham picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Kendrick. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Looking to throw. Kendrick. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Kendrick. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Myles Gaskin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Second down at 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard. Completes it to Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, Moss. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw. Hampton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Off play action. Hampton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So the Dolphins now down on the scoreboard. 1:04 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st and 10, Kendrick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Kendrick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Throwing on 1st down, Kendrick.
And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. In trouble, and he's taken down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me.